Hi everyone, this is JowlXL and welcome to Channel Duello. In today's deck guide, we have Skellige as our faction, and it's really difficult to determine what to play with Skellige this season, because none of the decks feel particularly strong, or let's say stronger than the others. I mean, we have the option of playing Melusina decks with alchemy and rain and other stuff. I mean, although we don't have a, let's say, standard list for that, people are still trying to find the optimized list, but I doubt we will find one. And then the second choice, and I think it's the most popular choice, is Reckless Flurry decks. They feel quite strong, but they have limitations, but I really like playing with them. And then actually there is another choice. You can use Reckless Flurry or maybe the other leader, Patricidal Fury, and you can play Witcher Skellige, because Trial of Grasses has been really buffed big time. So people are kind of trying that, and it's really great on red coin, but I'm not sure if it's really strong on blue coin. So that's another option. And the final option is again our good old Warriors deck. Why should we play Warriors deck actually? I mean, they don't feel strong for the last 4 or 5 seasons, because there have been a lot of nerfs in the past to bring the Warriors archetype to a, let's say, tolerable level, but they kind of overdid with the nerfing. That's why it is not as strong as the other decks like Blind Pockets or something like that. And actually, for the last couple of, let's say, changes, some nerfs are being reversed and some cards are being fixed. So the warrior archetype is getting buffed once again. So I think it's time to try that archetype once again. So let's see some of the buffs that the warriors archetype received. And I'm going to be using some of them, but not all of them. One of the major buffs is the last one, I guess, Blacksmith. Actually, this was nerfed, and the nerf has been reversed. Now this guy is again 4 provisions. The armor is gone, but it's not that important. So Blacksmith, if Blacksmith doesn't get answered, Blacksmith can keep boosting your units as long as you keep playing warriors, and there are plenty of warriors in this deck. And another buff is Heimei Spear Maiden. Right now she is 4 provisions. I think she used to be 5. So with 4 provisions, you hit a enemy unit by 2 and damage itself by 2. So it's 4 for 6. But with 2 damage, you can maybe kill a unit. And if the damage isn't enough, you can always complete the rest of the damage with other cards. So I think this 2 damage is really valuable, especially combined with Blood Eagle. You can directly kill a 4-powered unit with Blood Eagle into Spear Maiden, which is really great. And also, don't forget about War of Clans. She is a 4 provision warrior right now, so she is a great target for War of Clans. There is another card similar to a Heimei Spear Maiden actually, but right now she's much better than this, and that's Fallblood Ravager. As you see, Ravager is 4 for 5, and you have to play him on melee row. I mean, if there is Bloodthirst too, you can get more points out of the Ravager, but I think Spear Maiden is definitely better, because bleeding kinda sucks, and you usually don't get the full points from bleeding. So she's a really solid addition. And she's even better than actually Uncrate Warrior with War of Clans, maybe. Because you're getting, let's say, bigger body. Another advantages, she hits herself, and she comes into play with red health. And if you play Kadoosh, you can, heal her. So that's an option. There's also the option of maybe, playing some healing units to kill her, but I don't think this really fits this deck well. Maybe if you're playing Heimei Protector, this damage, will boost the Protector, but I'm not playing that interaction in this deck, but I have an alternative deck that I'm using that. And what about the other buffs? So those are the two new additions. Another buff is Yuta's provision cost. Now she's 7 provisions, which makes the deck better because, you know, you're putting a better card in the deck because you have 1 provision less in the total amount of the deck provision. And then there are 2 other cards which I'm not using, but I have been using them in other decks. And they are on 6 and 7 provisions. Let's take a look at them. One of them is Udrulurk on Brokwar. I think he used to be 7 provisions, now he's 6, but I still don't like him. I mean, if there's Bloodthirst 2, you gain Zeal, but still, I mean, you're getting 7 points for 6. That's not a really great value, but those damages are, you know, free for your own use. You can divide them to whatever you want. So he's okay, but not great. And another buff is 7 provision, I guess. Where is it? Yeah, Swanring at Tursak. With Bloodthirst 3, this guy becomes 11. So you play 7 for 11, which is really nice. But there is a downside to this, because, you know, with this deck you don't have a lot of tall units. So all of a sudden you're creating a target for your opponent. I mean, there's the Yuta condition, obviously, but Yuta is usually played last. So sometimes the opponent is looking for a, you know, reset unit or something like that, and then you're creating this unit. But 7 provisions, this is a good value actually. So you should definitely think about adding him as well. But instead, for the 7 provision slot, I'm using Herkia. Herkia is really good with her pings and stuff. She's a really legitimate threat, so I prefer her compared to Svanriga. But keep those in mind. They are buffed. And also, like, fixed Herald's first condition, I guess, but it's not that important. We care about his final form anyway. And let's take a look at the rest of the deck. Some inclusions are pretty much standard. Blood Eagle, Herald on Crate, Ice Tursak. These are, like, you know, requirements for this deck. And if you're not familiar with this deck, Ice is the most important card in this deck, because he has great interaction with your leader ability, Blaze of Glory. If you use the Blaze of Glory's leader ability while Ice is on the board, you select Yuta from your deck. Yuta hits a unit by 12, and then she comes into play. I mean, she's summoned into play thanks to Iced ability. Plus, if you have Bloodthirst 3, you draw a card and then discard it. And since it's discarded, it comes into play as well. So if you manage to find a card like maybe Bear Witcher, all of a sudden you create a huge amount of points with only single play. So that's the deal with Iced. So he's definitely worth keeping in the deck. And Herald is really a phenomenal value card. So those are our MVP cards. What about the others? Totem doesn't really fit well with Iced because you want units in your deck, not spells or artifacts. Again, the same thing goes for Hearn Kadush. So you may want to reduce the number of cards like that. Why? Because, I mean, with Ice ability, you want to draw a unit. Let's say preferably a high-powered unit so that it's gonna get summoned on the board and it's not gonna use deployability. If it's not a unit, you just discard it, which is a waste, and it happens sometimes. So one of the criticism about this deck, my own criticism, is having 6 non-unit cards. This is a really risk. Although some of them are being thinned out, there's still the risk of drawing Gutting Slash or something like that, which you're gonna see in one of the videos. Okay, so what about the rest of the deck? Well, with 10 provision slot, I'm using Trigvi, but, you know, maybe the next game I may change him, because, I mean, this 10 provision slot is due to change. You can use Hjalmar maybe, but if you're gonna use Hjalmar, I think adding a single, let's say, Greatsword is a good idea. Other than that, you can use Morkvark, but he's not a warrior, so you're not guaranteed to draw him. And the deck isn't running any thinning cards other than, you know, Raiding Fleet and Blood Eagle. So it's definitely, you have to really be lucky to draw more Quark. But with Warriors, you kind of draw whatever warrior you want as long as you have Blood Eagle in your hand. So that's why, since Trigvi is a warrior, I prefer to use him. But he's not a toll punish, and this deck is kind of lacking toll punish here. So your only toll punish is actually your leader into Utah, and that's just one target. So what you're trying to do is, you know, hit by 2, 3, 4, and so on, and try to, you know, outvalue your opponent while you're hitting him. So that's the idea. And also Skurdal is another, let's say, standard inclusion. Well, we're running Devotion, maybe because of him, because, you know, Skurdal's Devotion ability is just insane. Also Herald and Ice. I mean, those are three great Devotion cards. And we have Vabjorn to draw our mostly Blood Eagle. If you have Blood Eagle, the next target is Raiding Fleet. If you have both, your third target will be War of Clans. War of Clans is especially great with this Spear Maiden, which I already talked about. And there's Herkia for 7 provision slot, and there's Jenga Fret. This guy isn't a warrior, so I'm not really, let's say, okay with this inclusion. I'm just trying him out. And you may need luck sometimes. So some units get out of hand before you kill them. So Jenga could become helpful. But I mean, you can include Decoction or something like that for 6 provision, or if you're adding ice, you should definitely include Greatsword instead of Jenga. And there's also a single Bear Witcher, and we have Uncreate Longships to thin out, to get them out of the deck. You gotta use Raiding Fleet, so gotta be careful with the mulligans. Bear Witcher's 8 power is also valuable, so if you somehow bricked your Utah, at least you can use Bear Witcher. And Bear Witcher can be discarded from hand with Iced as well, but you can always play him for 8 points. If you pay attention to the Adrenaline. We have a couple of Uncreate Raiders, one of the best 5 provision cards in the game. A single Guiding Slash. I mean, you could actually not include this card and add another 4 provision warrior, just because of the ice situation. And then we have a couple of Brokwar Hunters. Again, they're great with creating Bloodthirst. And Blacksmith, and the stratagem is Crystal Skull. There are some units that you want to protect from Lux, so I think Crystal Skull is a better choice in this deck compared to Tactical Advantage. Okay, so that's the deck. I have 3 games to show you today. Hope you like them, and see you at the end of the video. Okay, first opponent is Reckless Flurry. The sand looks pretty good. Although Ice is unplayable this round, I think I'm gonna stick with it. Opponent starts with the Bear, as usual. If the roles were reversed, things would have been much difficult for me, because Reckless Flurry is really good on red coin. I mean, I could start with Blacksmith maybe, and then boost Raiders after that if I can. Or just go for the ship. I think this is better. Raiding Fleet into the Longship. I'm also increasing the number of targets so that the leader doesn't hit where he wants to. This is a Maddock attack. Okay. Understandable. Wipes the board. Sure. Now I can just lock Maddock and get rid of him this round. And I think I will not see any other engines. I think it totally makes sense here. So if the opponent has other bombs in the deck, they're gonna be useless in his hand. I'm sorry, this round. Okay, Megascope is gonna play for a lot of points here. Herkia isn't great here because she can hit Madoc. Opponent hasn't used the discard stratagem yet. I'm gonna go slow here. I think having last say is great. Okay, here's a not so impressive bomb without Madoc. Gonna go with Raiders here, or maybe I should go for Herkia. Let's go for Herkia then. There are more units on the board. Unfortunately, she hits Madoc. Let's hope she doesn't kill him. Another Megascope, wow. I think I'm gonna Blood Eagle into Trickvy. Not right now though. Okay, so it's 17, but it's actually 25 here. Interesting. Okay, 20-point lead. So this is boosted. So I'm checking the conditions for Trickvy. Trickvy will play for what? 2 from Blood Eagle, 5 here, 8, 15 points. Gonna play this. And then hit some more. Three bears on the board. He passes. I just need 9 points actually. Okay, so this is gonna hit for 3. And with Bloodthirster, hopefully this will get hit for 6, and it is not enough. So I'm gonna have to use Trickvy here. Or maybe something else. Do I really need to do that? Okay, let's think. It's 27-20 right now, so 3 more from the... Yeah, I don't need to use Trickvy like right now. I think this is a better choice. Okay, we got round control. And then last say. That was the goal. So I have achieved my objective here. Gonna dry pass. I'm gonna keep Utah during the mulligan phase so that I don't break into her next round. But I think I have to do that because, you know, I got a pretty good draw here. Okay, dry pass. So the next mulligans are kind of risky. Okay, there's Uncrit Greatsword. This could play maybe Helmar. If I can get Bloodthirster, I think everything... Okay, hey, drawing Trickvy is huge here. Okay, Utah. Having Utah in hand isn't that bad, but I think I'd rather have her in the deck. And double Brockwar Hunter, not great. Okay, that kind of sucks. That is a difficult to kill target. And I can't play these right away. So I'm just gonna have to use Totem here. Totem is great against Reckless Flurry. I'm still not gonna touch the Fanatic here. Is there any point hitting the Madak here? Probably not. Okay, that's not a bad Trigby target. I could Trig with that. So it says at the end of your turn. Rupture is also at the end of turn. So to guarantee that that card goes away is I hit it first. And then play Trigby here. Okay, he's gonna purify that. Sure. Let's get the other hunter out. Hit this. But there's one. Okay, one of the hunters are gone. These armored units are just so bad here. Here comes Kadoosh. Bear Witcher. Great hits, thank you. Okay, so I have 3 damage here. Okay, this is a great opportunity to play Herald. Although the hits are kinda useless. Okay, our Brockwar Hunter is gone. Hopefully I can generate Bloodthirst 3. But it's not that important because I don't know what I'm gonna draw. Okay, there is a Bloodthirst, natural Bloodthirst. Oh my god, lucky hits. He managed to hit Harold there. Okay, so the Bear Witcher's Bloodthirst will stay here. I'm not sure if I want to kill him. Okay, there are 5 units. So this is gonna play for 9. But I think I'll have Bear Witcher. This is better.
Double the coin and consider it done.
I don't know why I didn't hit with Raiders, but maybe there is a reason. Okay, he's gone.
Who wants to taste Gallagher steel?
So this is gonna be my Bloodthirst 3. Yeah, I think this is the best option here.
The mother goddess, she giveth and taketh away.
That should do it. The last card is probably Heatwave. I think it's not, it's deciding. Okay, Gwent into Bear Witcher. So Bear Witcher is my... that's actually Junot. Okay. Shielded. Still, this is gonna play for... Okay, so what will be my options? I draw options here. Okay, so melee row is better.
No retreat, not one step.
So the opponent just conceded. This is a good matchup against Reckless Flurry, actually. Although there are some, you know, bad targets for me. Okay, so victory in my first Skellige game this season. Good. Another Skellige matchup. This time it's a mirror. I'm on red coin. Well, in mirror matchups, actually, playing on blue coin is better. Let's take a look at our hand while we're waiting for the opponent's connection to get fixed. So Utah is the obvious mulligan choice here, and actually there are a lot of unplayable cards in my hand. But I don't have the Blood Eagle. So, I mean, these cards are huge. Oh, I have Blood Eagle, I'm sorry. So let's get rid of the ship here. And Utah, I guess. Okay. I can't go deep into this round. So we'll see what will happen. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is, you know, bad. So this ship could die into a Guiding Slash. Okay, that's a problem. I'm gonna kill that ship, actually. With Blood Eagle and into the new card, Dear Maiden.
The time for blathering is past.
This is really cool, you know. Blood Eagle into this, guaranteed 4 damage. Okay, this is gonna be kinda annoying. 1 point every turn. Let's put another ship on the board. I don't think he has Guiding Slash, but I think he'll copy what I did. Exactly.
The mother goddess, she giveth and taketh away.
So we both have ships. This one has bleeding, this one is getting boosted, but the bleeding will not last for too long. These two cards are untouchable, these are not. But I really like Herkia later. Maybe in the final round she could be really good. At the same time, I kinda need the round control. Okay, the decks are similar, but I don't have this engine. I can kill that later with location, if necessary. Unfortunately, there's not a good trigger target here. Let's just put some other units. Well, I can't prevent bloodlust. Bloodthirst. Opponent can pass here. He did. That is kinda sad for me, because I have to play my location here. I mean, I could use Skirtle, but he's kinda valuable.
All that dancing around. It's not for me.
Oh, you got round control, which is huge. But the opponent didn't spend anything. All bronzes. But the rest of my hand looks really good here. Okay, I drew Totem. I could go for Bleed. I'll just think about it. I mean, Heaven Last Say is huge. But at the same time, this hand is like crazy good. Can the opponent prevent a 2-0? If he doesn't have Heist, it's gonna be a problem. I mean, bleeding the mirror isn't a good idea. At the same time, starting first is good. The final round. But I think I'll prefer to play a long round, maybe. Kadush is good though here. But let's just pass, you know. What about my warrior situation here? Yeah, okay, we got one. I only got one actually. That's a problem. I should have played it. If I draw a bloody War of Clans, I don't have a target. I got everything, I guess. I don't want to keep mulliganing. Okay, so Skirtle will kill her. But what about opponent's Herald? What am I going to do about it? I mean, I could go for Totem here. So the pings will go to Totem, and that's kind of useless for the opponent after that. But I think I'll just kill this. I'll find a way to kill the Herald. War of Clans. This guy again. It's a shame that I only have one warrior in the graveyard, so maybe I'll try to put a warrior in the graveyard somehow. Or just play the totem here. I'm not in a hurry. Interesting.
Behold the goddess's wrath!
I think I'm gonna lock that.
You're coming with me. Get her alive.
The blood, there's 3 guaranteed.
More hog for ye.
Let's play this first. Okay, is it gonna die? Please kill her. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Up and at 'em, you lazy bastards. You'll sleep
Wait.
with your day.
Okay, okay.
Plunder. Full service.
Okay, I can Blood Eagle into Vabjorn, into War of Clans, but before that, I gotta find either Deathblow or Bloodthirst 3. Go with this.
To arms, all of yous. What is it?
Okay, Bloodthirst 3. So I expect a Skirtle here. Instead, we're getting this. That's gonna be my Utah target.
I'll gut you like fishes.
War of Clans.
The time for blathering is past!
Okay, just gotta hit one more target. Okay, that's a bad card against me.
Double the coin and consider it done.
This one has 6 base power. This one has 6 base power as well, but this one is boosted, so if I play trivia on that, it's gonna produce more points.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
Let's just keep hitting. Bloodthirst 3 is fine. I don't want to create additional Bloodthirst because we could see a location coming up. Okay. I don't think opponent has location. Let's match that with our Trig V. Will he find a way to rescue? Yeah, he will. With Iced. It's gonna come back.
No retreat, not one step. Uncrate!
But he can only do that just one time.
May Freya choose.
So it's not gonna come back.
Women, children, elders, we spare none.
Check out the graveyard. Are there any warriors in the graveyard? Already used double War of Clans. So putting this on the graveyard won't make much difference, I guess. But let's just hit this. Oh, I wonder what I'm gonna draw here. That's pretty good, 10 point. Interesting, he didn't kill Harold here.
Skelliger and Center shall
Oh my god.
forever together.
Is that the only unit? That's gonna be enough, I guess. Yeah, easy.
Exactly what I'd hoped for.
I think that was the only card. So having last say is pretty important against your own faction. Playing against Goetel on red coin. Let's see how the old warrior Zek will match up against this. I wouldn't say old, but let's say revised. Okay, so War of Clans is kind of useless in the first round. And we got a bricked longship, which is horrible. Well, what can you do? I will just try to defend the bleed, but well, Scoitle is kinda explosive.
Spit it out already. I don't have all day.
Very corpses? Nay,
This is gonna get Nature's rebuked.
live.
Let's try to develop our graveyard at least. This list could be better for me because the list is running double. Should I play the ship here? I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah, let's play one of them. The lacerates won't do much to me. There's the Elven Seer.
Children given parents up unto death. It is inevitable.
So is it gonna be Orb or Rebuke? Okay, that's the best scenario for me. That is a lot of points.
Behold the goddess's wrath!
How am I gonna respond to Alzur? gonna pass here. Okay, so no Simlas, no leader. Okay, let's get rid of the obvious brick. So, which card should we get rid of? Hunter, maybe? Blacksmith? Blacksmith is kind of slow. Since I'm not running Morkwarg in this list, not good at all.
You must banish her.
I don't like my chances here. I'll just start with a raiding fleet. Orc from the hand. That's good news for me. And that kinda negates the bleeding, yeah. Not kinda, but it really negates it. Let's keep with the hunter going, okay. I mean, I have a lot of pings. At least I can prevent the... What? Okay. Take a look at our graveyard situation. This is a warrior. This is a warrior. I got a 4P warrior, 2 of them actually. Should I go for a spinning? So I wanna... Actually, Vabjorn is kinda like... Yeah, I think I should denote a bronze card. Because this is a Valet target.
I'll gut you like fishes.
So which one is worse? Second hunter or this?
The time for blathering is past.
Okay, these are not great mulligan choices. Guiding Slash is kinda valuable here. Okay, Herald is great. Okay, it would have been nice to get one of them. There's the risk of pulling Yuta here. Is Totem that important though? Not sure. Okay, this is better. Let's get this rebuked, I guess. No. Let me start with the Raiders first.
Burn the homes, build a tree, anything shiny, plunder.
It's okay, so 2 Orb of Insight in the graveyard. What the hell is this? Wait, he didn't... Raiders is kinda a big deal. Why would you do that? I can just War of Clans something.
The mother goddess, she giveth and taketh away.
I'm not totally happy with this, because there are, you know, better targets. But at least I want to have the choice of bringing raiders or this when the time comes.
Yes, that would fit perfectly.
This is a bait. I don't want to touch that.
The foe is nigh.
Let's get Hyoki out. Another orb from hand. What is Simla's gonna play? Okay, so I expect Alzur next turn. So gotta be ready for that. So I need to play something that the opponent want to kill with a spell, and I think that's Herald.
To arms, all of yous! Kill the sons, steal the lasses!
So if the opponent tries to kill Herald, he's gonna get all the orbs out. And if he just plays Alzur, I'm gonna kill it. But that's not the case. Everything will trigger now. Okay, let's see what are the 6 provision units.
Time to get our hands dirty.
They'll not leave here alive.
I thought Kingslayer was 5. Okay, it's 6 then. Those are moderate choices. Sure. Kinda expected. So the next thing to do is generate Bloodthirst. But what to play next? There's nobody to lock. I'm sure there will be. I think I'll play this.
Fight to the last bloody drop in our veins!
Let's think. What is the okay, that's 4. It's not good. 9. This is gonna hit for 5, so it's gonna go back to 4. So this is
I will not bend my neck.
Bloodlust. Bloodlust 2. Oniro into one of the elves. Oh, that's actually Dunka. Okay. Let's kill that. Where are the whispers? Madoc. Okay. Fucking Madoc won't do much here. I'm gonna play Trigvi.
A raid's a raid. Matters not whose village is village.
Not bad. Still no Whisper on the board. I think this version isn't running feign death, so we don't see it. Yeah, as expected. I mean, I could actually heist right now. I mean, one of them is Heatwave. The other is probably Whisper or something like that, and the last one is Gord, so I can't do anything about Gord. Okay, let's see what we're drawing here. That's good. Let's get you to out.
So, no one else dares face me?
And get another bloodlust or thirst, whatever you call it. Thirst. Simla's kinda arrived late.
Remember to whom you speak.
There's a lot of points, obviously. 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, we're just... So Heatwave and Gord. So this is gonna be... Okay. So Heatwave will play for 10. If I play the Quartermaster... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 9 units on the board. Not Quartermaster, Mentor will play for 13. I think I will lose regardless. 13, 10. This is better. Let's just hope he doesn't have Heatwave. I mean, this is gonna get Heatwave. I'm gonna get 4 points from this, so the total is more than that. And this is not gonna be enough, I guess. The Gord should be probably more than 20. Let's see. Well, it's 19. Tough luck. Ooh, that was an intense game. I'm really happy with the outcome. So, it wasn't that bad without Morkwark, right? Okay. And that was the last one. I hope you liked the game that I played. And if you liked this channel, please like the video and hit the subscribe button. That would really help. The number of subscribers are getting bigger every day. And hopefully we'll try to catch up with my Turkish channel. And thanks for your interest and see you in the next Duello video. Bye bye.